today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Ready. Flat. 95.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll drop to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On the give, this is their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Able to shake him off. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. He's got...
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his second touchdown. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got room.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a historic... They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On second down, they'll run it here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. Oh, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it again with Cook. Room here to run.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars take the...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side to Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Back to throw here. And the catch made by Johnson. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror. There he goes, right side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 19. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Back to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're running.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brian Burns, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long.
Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Jags get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just...
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. They'll look to throw.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters?
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, this is exactly where I...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
looking to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try, good by Gano. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 4. Got a man downfield. It's Tate. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Auden Tate halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars... Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Surprised with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And quickly they get to the line. Right back to him on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll roll him out right. A leap and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter. Play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this...
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jags, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.